This is CBS.
Absolutely perfect. Why are you smiling that funny little smile? Hmm?
I guess it's the word perfect. I know someone very well who's always been a perfectionist, and perfect's sort of a standing joke between us.
Oh, my. Shouldn't perfection be a goal, not a joke?
No, I don't think so. It's so rarely achieved that to set it as a goal seems somehow pointless. It wouldn't unless you enjoy the frustration of trying to attain it. However, I do appreciate your compliment.
You're quite a fascinating young lady. Do you know that? I enjoy our sort of honest discourse here in the office. And honoring that, I have to tell you something. When I came back from accounting, I overheard you on the telephone, and you were saying to someone that you loved that person. And I'm not prying into your private life. I just hope that you do have someone out there special.
I do. But if that's all, I think I'll take a late lunch, all right?
All right, only Olivia. Having lunch with Scott?
Yes, at Mosconi's gym. I'll see you later.
Oh. Does Scott know about this special someone else?
No. Anything else? No. Hi, Olville.
Miss Alcott?
Well, did it all work out? Did accounting give you whatever it was that you needed?
Yeah, they're still putting it all together.
All right.
So I'll come back and I'll pick it up later, okay?
No need to do that at all. I'll just have it sent out to the phone.
No, that's okay. I'm going to be in town anyway. Having dinner with Julie Wendell tonight.
Hi. I'm sorry to barge in like this, but Archie over at M&A said I might find Emily here.
Archie's a good man.
Yeah?
Come on in.
Ah,
it's good to see you again.
You too.
Have it.
Look who's here.
Hey,
Julie. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, good. Listen, I'm going to go. I got a lunch meeting with Neil. She'll be pretty amused to find out that her favorite architect is in San Francisco for the weekend.
So where are you guys going to eat?
Mosconi's gym. I hear they got a good health bar there. See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Bye.
I'm sorry for tracking you down like this, but I wanted to talk to you about a personal problem before it happens.
Oh, boy, that's a switch.
Yeah.
Listen, why don't you stop by M&A, say around 4:30? I'll clear some time. We'll talk then, okay?
Julie, listen, as long as you're here, why don't you just go to lunch with us?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, come on.
I couldn't
It's
do
just
that.
lunch, Julie. Join us.
I don't want to intrude.
No, really, as a matter of fact, you may get some time to talk because I've got a 4:30 appointment that I'm going to have to get ready for.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
If you're sure.
Yes. Okay. So tell me about this personal problem of yours.
Well, like I said, it hasn't happened yet, but it has to do with Holden.
All right, I'll see you then. Have a great lunch. You should be in fine shape by 4:30.
Due to the delicate, extremely personal nature of the testimony in this case, both attorneys have requested that all press and spectators be barred from this courtroom. Request has been granted. Members of the jury, you will discuss nothing you hear during this trial with anyone, especially the media waiting to question you outside this building. Closing the courtroom only whets their appetites for any information about these proceedings. Consider yourselves forewarned. Prosecution may make its opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you are not here to judge Elroy Nevins for armed robbery or for his subsequent rape of Detective Margot Hughes. Mr. Nevins has already confessed to these two crimes and will be sentenced accordingly. You are here, however, to weigh the charge of attempted murder brought by the state against Elroy Nevins. Because at the time of his brutal rape of Margot Hughes, Mr. Nevins knew that he was HIV positive and capable of passing on that deadly virus through sexual intercourse. As his accomplice, Samuel Fickett held Margot Hughes down Mr. Nevins knew that he could be responsible for ending her life. Now, those are the simple facts that you must remember. If you were told that Elroy Nevins had deliberately and knowingly injected a slow-acting but lethal poison into Margot Hughes' bloodstream as she lay rendered helpless by his accomplice, it would seem to me, as thinking and compassionate human beings, that you must return a verdict of guilty of attempted murder, even if an antidote could somehow miraculously be found that would save her life. Therefore, after listening to the testimonies and reviewing the facts as presented by the prosecution, I am certain that you will find Elroy Nevins guilty of the attempted murder of Margot Hughes, who was, in every sense of the word, his victim. Thank you.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Crisco. Cooks who know trust Crisco.
Food editor Alan Haufrecht.
You want to take every little step to cut down on saturated fat, but all your family wants is their favorite foods, right? Here's one easy step. Use Crisco oil. It's 90% unsaturated fat. Not even olive oil and corn oil are lower in saturated fat than Crisco oil. Here's another easy step. Use skinless chicken for this family favorite. It's got less fat. With Crisco, there's never a heavy, oily taste.
Cooks who know trust Crisco.
Big news at the Huggies Lab. What a breakthrough. Totally rethought, refined, redesigned, new Huggies Ultra Trim diapers. A smart way to help stop leaks. They're nearly 50% thinner than Pampers for a trimmer pant-like fit. And now reprogrammed with a streamlined center and unique curved leg elastics. Plus, revolutionary materials absorb better than ever to help stop leaks. New Huggies Ultra Trim. Totally redesigned to create big smiles.
With these two, what you need is patience and a lot of energy. What you don't need is irregularity. I tried some stimulant laxatives, but they can work when you least expect it, like laxative roulette. And then I remembered Metamucil. When I was pregnant, my obstetrician recommended it. She said it's a way to get the natural fiber I need to get regular and stay that way. And I feel really great. Right, sweetie?
Sunrise Smooth Metamucil. You could stay regular for the rest of your life.
All right, now, I don't know what the problem is out here, but let's get it straightened out.
Is Royce always this busy? I'm afraid so. Sometimes he gets so caught up in his work, he forgets about everything else. I'm getting used to it, though. But enough about that. Tell me about this problem with Holden.
Oh, in a nutshell, Caleb is very jealous of Holden's attention to me.
Why? He's Holden's brother.
Well, he says that Holden doesn't think of him as a brother.
Well, it sounds like paranoia in extremis.
Or jealousy in extremis. Anyway, Caleb left this morning, and Holden asked me out to dinner.
Oh, I can see this one coming. Let me guess. You said yes.
Well, it seemed like it was so important to him. Anyway, if Caleb were to find out that I went out to dinner with him on his first night away, he would freak.
And you set him straight before you marry him.
Yes, I agree. But it's not just that. It's, Holden, I don't know, sometimes when he looks at me, I get the feeling that he is attracted to me. Or maybe I'm just being paranoid, I don't know.
If they get hung up down here, then it'll work out there. Okay, got it. Listen, we need to talk about scheduling. How's 4:30 at 5 o'clock?
Sorry, not today. I can't do it, but we'll do it soon, all right?
Okay, boss, thanks.
Ah, ladies. Sorry I got hung up. Now, have you decided where we should have lunch?
Well, Julie and I thought it would be nice to feel healthy today. So we thought lunch at Moscone's Health Bar would be great for us, too.
I was relieved to hear from John that Iva and the baby were all right. Although I was surprised that they were out at the farm because of your mother.
Well, why would you say that? She seemed glad to have him out there. In fact, she insisted on it.
All I meant was that your mother has so much work to do out there.
Yeah, she is an amazing woman.
Yeah.
Very patient, too. Teaching me all those things out at the farm. A lot to learn.
And Connor is helping you with your lost business skills.
Yeah, she is. As busy as she is, it's amazing that she finds time, but she does.
Of course, maybe her motives aren't as simple as your mother's. You don't remember. But Connor always is very attracted to you. Even after you were married to Lily. Yes.
Hello, Holden.
Hello, John.
Surprised to see you here.
This young man is just looking into tax matters for his joint income tax.
Ah,
Lily.
yes, well.
In fact, I'll pick that information up later. Bye-bye.
It's amazing he doesn't seem in the least bit angry. You know, that you knew he was in New York all that time. You never said anything to anybody, and that Lily ran away.
Does anyone really know what he thinks and what he feels about anything?
Wonder what he would do if he found out the truth, you know, about Aaron being his son. Think he might just walk away from it all? Or do you think he might just try to assume the responsibilities of his past and raise the boy himself?
Another of life's unanswered questions.
Ain't it,
How
though?
things going at the courtroom?
Well, I went by to see Margot, but they're not letting anybody in. It's a closed courtroom. They're keeping the public and the press out. I'm sure she's going through hell.
In order to judge this case fairly, as I know you will, you must try to get inside the mind of the defendant, who was a victim of our legal system. A man who was sent to prison for rehabilitation so that he could come out a better person. But again, our system failed. You see, for while he was in jail, Elroy Nevins was gang raped by other inmates, brutalized, himself infected with HIV. As expert witnesses will testify, this seriously affected his mind and his attitude toward the authorities who had allowed this to happen to him and toward society in general. You must remember Elroy Nevins' complete lack of education and realize that HIV and AIDS are complex medical terms whose meaning he never fully understood until he was charged with attempted murder. On the night he attacked Detective Hughes, to which he's already confessed, he saw her only as one of the authority figures who had allowed this to happen to him, and his mind snapped under the tension of that memory. He had no idea that he was capable of infecting her with a deadly virus. As the prosecution contends, in point of fact, it seems almost certain that she wasn't infected with the deadly virus, since Detective Hughes has tested negative on 2 separate HIV tests and has been given a 98% certainty that she wasn't infected. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm certain that if you keep these facts in mind, you'll render a verdict of not guilty to the almost ludicrous charge of attempted murder. Thank you.
Your teeth aren't flat, are they? Of course not. If they were, a flat brush would be ideal. But since your teeth are shaped like this, we designed our brush like this. Introducing Crest Complete. Your dentist uses special instruments that get between teeth. Crest Complete gets between too, up to 37% farther than the leading flat bristle brush. So to help maintain a dentist clean at home, get new Crest Complete. Only Crest could make a brush this complete.
We all work awfully hard today. I think we should be as good to ourselves as we can. So I'm gonna treat myself to new Irish cream coffee mate. It adds a rich, creamy taste to my coffee, and it's full of sweet, fabulous flavor. I wouldn't put anything else in my coffee, except maybe new amaretto or new hazelnut coffee mate. So many treats, so little time. New flavored coffee mate. Your coffee never had it so good.
Millions of women use solid antiperspirants that can leave a messy white residue. Don't mess that dress like that. Use Band Clear deodorant. It goes on without the messy white residue solid antiperspirants can leave. So come on, don't mess that dress. Use Band Clear deodorant.
Start backing Lou, my old spaghetti stain.
You can't get rid of me.
Today I got something new. Carpet Science. It wipes out stains, even old stains like you.
New Carpet Science from O'Cedar. It even sends old stains to stain heaven.
He loved life until it became a nightmare.
I want to die.
Can one man give him a reason to live?
You got a story everybody wants to listen to.
The true life story, The Switch, Sunday.
Well, I'm happy to hear things are going so well, Caleb. Yes. No, I was feeling better, yes. She's right here. Table, feeding Aaron his second lunch. Uh-huh. Okay, I will. Yes, I miss you too. Love you. Bye-bye.
Okay, I think we're done here.
Oh, he seems to be really enjoying his training session. He said to give you and Aaron his love.
Wait. Yes, that's right.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, this is so tight. There we go. Okay.
No. Here, let me do that.
Oh, Mama,
No,
that's silly.
You
Really?
should lift him now, not with your fall and everything. I think we'll put him down here.
You know, Mama, I'm grateful
Isn't that
for all
anyway?
your help. And I know that well, we've got a long way to go, but I hope we can be close again.
I hope so, too.
Should we go up and have a little nap? Come on, we're going to eat all the way there. Don't be
Anybody
quiet
home?
around here.
Oh.
We can't cut you.
Hello.
Dad, hello.
Oh, how are you? I'm surprised to see you here.
I wish I felt better about taking this hard-nosed stand with Mother.
Takes practice, pal. Hey, but the first time is the hardest. And I want you to know I'm really proud of you for doing it.
Well, thanks. You know, I still kind of wonder that I think Mother feels more strongly about me not seeing Rosanna than Alex does. Strange?
No, not strange at all. I told you she always wants to play the game her way, which includes handpicking the perfect wife for you.
Well, I finally told her what Rosanna said about Alex and his other women. She said she knew all about it. In fact, she blames Alex's infidelity on Rosanna's mother. Said that she was a farm girl who lacked social graces. Never the wife that Alex needed.
But Mother is loaded to the gills with social graces, and she is going to love playing Mrs. Alexander Cabot to the hilt.
I just want her to be happy. And who knows? When she and Alex are married, she may eventually lighten up on Rosanna.
Not if she still sees Rosanna as a threat to what she wants. Tell me, have your feelings for Rosanna begun to resemble love at this point?
I'm trying to keep my feelings under control because I don't want to get hurt, and I don't know how Rosanna really feels about Hutch. But I love being with her, and I find her very attractive.
Well, that's a good start. Just don't make the same mistake that I made with Scott and let the attraction take over before you really know Rosanna or you really know what your feelings are.
That's really easy to say. Sometimes that attraction's hard to keep under control.
Believe me, I know that, but try.
Hi.
Hi.
Just came by to pick up all my tax information.
Oh, I'll check on that. In the meantime, make yourself comfortable.
Connor was always attracted to you. Even after you married Lily.
In art, taste is subjective, but in life, good taste is well defined. Fancy Feast gourmet cat food, exceptionally moist and delicious. Fancy Feast. Good taste is easy to recognize.
What's red hot, really powerful, and can perk up anything? Guess again. It's the Dirt Devil Upright Deluxe. Its revolving brush cleans the dirtiest floor, and you won't have to hunt for attachments. They're built in. So get the Dirt Devil Upright Deluxe and perk up your place.
Stress. In my world, it's everywhere.
Stress gives me a headache, and sometimes my stomach gets upset. I'm just relieved there's Tylenol Headache Plus.
New Tylenol Headache Plus, the first medicine with Tylenol pain reliever for stress headaches, plus antacid for stomach upset.
It can't take the stress out of my life, but it can help my head and stomach feel better.
New Tylenol Headache Plus.
How many times I told my dad to see a doctor? He was stubborn. But the pain in his stomach just wouldn't go away. He had to go. You should have seen the relief on his face when the doctor said Mylanta. He said it was indigestion, and his kind of indigestion needed strong medicine.
Mylanta is strong medicine, strongly recommended. In fact, Mylanta is the antacid doctors recommend most.
My doctor said Mylanta.
Also available in tablets and new gel caps.
Every day, Nick and Eve's love grows stronger. Every day, Mindy gets closer to a shocking return. Every day, these three lives are headed on a collision course. And the one day you think nothing's going to happen is the day it will. Quick, turn on the light. Guiding light.
Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, Saturdays on CBS.
You're still here.
Yes, I am. They're gonna let you stay here dressed like that?
What?
I mean, you're dressed like you're really gonna work out. Look around you. Mosconi's gym this time of day looks more like a singles bar.
I don't know what I'm comfortable in.
Ah, you're a real 90s woman, eh? You meet Chester?
Yeah, he arranged my membership. Why?
No. Kind of interesting that he and Thelma are involved, isn't it?
God, no.
You wouldn't call that an unusual coupling?
Scott, who cares as long as Thelma and Chester are happy?
Right. You know, by the way you said that, it sounded to me that you were inferring that it would take a man to make a woman happy.
Might just take the right woman to make a man happy. But you know, an individual's needs dictate what brings them that ephemeral thing called happiness, isn't it, Pop?
Sure, sure. And what do your personal needs dictate? Ephemerally speaking, of course.
Still working on that one. Which is a pretty damn good definition of what life is about, isn't it?
Well, hello.
Hey.
Hey. Julie Wendell, do you know Neil Alcott?
Hi, you're
nice
Neil
to meet you.
Alcott. I've heard a lot of nice things from Lisa Mitchell about you.
How nice.
Is it Emily joining you for lunch?
Yeah. Julie stopped by, and we invited her to join us. Emily's changing to work out, and Julie and I have opted for the well-intentioned but rather limited health bar menu.
Did you know that Royce was in San Francisco this weekend, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I found out about that. I stopped by Lucinda's earlier.
Hi, everyone. You know, when you said you were headed to Moscone, Scott, Julie and I thought it'd be a great place to have some lunch.
Well,
a great idea whose time has wilted.
Yeah.
Emily, this is what passes for your lunch. See if you can look at it and call it that with a straight face.
Yeah, well, I think I'll work out first. It won't be any more wilted when I get back. I just love her. Isn't she the coolest?
Having lunch together anyway.
Some things are destined, no matter how anyone or fate wants to intervene.
Yes, I wanted to ask you, your chef, this hotshot chef for the executive, he doesn't know how to spell cholesterol.
Of course he knows how to spell cholesterol.
I should go to a room at the hospital with this.
Darling, I think you're looking peaky. And I wanted to give you something that would stick to your ribs. Good hearty fare like you might get out at the Snyder farm.
Say, speaking of the Snyder farm, did it ever occur to you that it might be a good idea to apologize to Emma?
I tried that. The night that she came bursting in, invoking God and saying she'd never forgive me ever again for keeping Holden's whereabouts a secret, I tried. She wasn't listening to anything that I might have had to say. Okay?
Maybe you ought to try it again, you know. Tell her sincerely. Let her know you mean it.
I don't think so. Eat? No, I really don't. You know, I have groveled in my life, but it doesn't become me. I did it when I was young, when I was a kid. I certainly groveled to my mother, begging her not to send me
Well.
away. That fell on deaf ears, and I've decided then and there never to do that again. Never again.
Well, you're a grown woman now. You're not a kid anymore. Nobody's asking you to grovel, crawl on the ground. Just sincerely say you're sorry and mean it.
Detective Higgins, I'd like you to think back to the night of August 3rd. Upon your arrival at Phillips' liquor store, when did you first realize that Detective Margot Hughes had been raped?
The minute I saw Detective Hughes in that alley behind the store, and she asked me to call her mother, I knew something terrible had happened to her. I could see it in her eyes, and the way she held herself.
Detective Higgins, I'd like to move ahead in time just a bit. Were you present when Elroy Nevins and Samuel Fickett confessed to armed robbery and rape, and did you actually hear their confessions?
I was present, and I heard each of them confess, yes.
Thank you, Detective. No further questions.
Your witness, Counselor?
No questions at this time, Your Honor, but defense reserves the right to recall the witness.
The clerk will so note. You may step down, Detective.
Nicely done. Thanks. Are you going to call Dawn now?
Well, I'd really like to, but I'm afraid the clerk is going to make mincemeat of her in about 10 seconds if I don't have corroborative testimony from that bartender.
You may call your next witness, Mr. Benedict.
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Detective Margot Hughes.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
In the hallway! It's the cheesiest! White cheddar man!
Not cheese and macaroni man?
I'm new. Kraft white cheddar cheese and macaroni man.
Join me for lunch, Super Son?
Indeed.
Introducing Kraft Mild White Cheddar Macaroni and Cheese. With lots of mild white cheddar, it's the cheesiest, too.
Thanks for lunch, Super Mom. We're off.
We?
Come, little boy.
Kraft cheese and macaroni, now in mild white cheddar.
I've found if you feed a lot of meat, and a good kind of meat like pedigree, you really get a nice shine to the coat.
John Woodring, top breeder of champion beagles.
A dog that's really fit, that's had really good nutrition, is definitely happier and makes a better pet. I only want my dogs to have the best food, and the best food we've found is pedigree and pedigree mealtime. I really like the pedigree meat mixed with the mealtime dry. I'd recommend pedigree to anybody who owns a dog, either a pet or a show dog.
Pedigree, developed with vets, recommended by top breeders.
It's crystal clear. It's new from Cascade. Crystal Clear Rinse Agent. It adds an extra burst of Cascade sheeting action in the rinse cycle to wash away dulling residue for dishes that absolutely sparkle.
It's Color Tile's once-a-year bigger, better clearance sale. Save up to 75%. DuPont Stainmaster, $9.99 installed. Vinyl tile and sheet vinyl up to 50% off. Wood floors up to 50% off. Color Tile's bigger, better clearance sale ends Monday.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Saturday, Raven finds his long-lost son.
I think you're my father.
But what is his terrible secret?
This guy and this kid, they are in big trouble.
On Raven. Then, 3 bad cops set 3 good cops up for a deadly ambush. The Hat Squad after Raven Saturday.
This is CBS.
Breastfeeding your baby. You take it for granted your doctor will give you all the advice you need, but TV2's Jerry Hodak says that's not always the case. The story tonight at 6.
1-800-SUE. The cover of the office copy machine slamming in your hand? Sure, we can sue. Wait a minute, hold on.
Next Donahue, frivolous lawsuits are winning millions. Imagine suing for loss of sexual services or for finding a rubber glove in a loaf of bread.
Your neighbor's football rolled in front of your car and you had to stop short? Whiplash. We can sue him.
1-800-SUE. Making money by suing for ridiculous reasons. Next Donahue.
Friday at 5 on WJBK TV2.
We have to clear the warehouse. We have to clear every showroom. To make room for new merchandise, Lasky is having a wall-to-wall clearance sale. Get up to half off every living room, every bedroom, every dining room, every sofa and recliner in stock. Nothing is held back. Everything must go. Plus, make no payments and pay no finance charges for 6 months. But hurry, the wall-to-wall clearance sale ends Monday at all Lasky showrooms.
Elliot Ness cracks down on corruption.
You're dead, Ness.
Al Capone vows revenge next time on The Untouchables.
Wednesday at 10 on TV2.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
You know, when I walked in here, I didn't expect to find Iva so at home here again.
I'm
Surprised
sure.
me.
Yeah. But after a fall, I got so frightened for Iva and the baby that I just felt that I had to have her near me. Take care of her.
Sure.
I hope that doesn't wake them. Excuse me. Maybe that could be. Hello. Desi. Hello. Oh, that's wonderful. But you know, there's a very, very handsome person here who just was talking about you. Here he is.
Is this Oakdale's newest co-ed? Well, because I didn't know myself until an hour before I left. Anyway, it's so exciting.
Oh, sweet. I'm sorry if the phone woke you.
Oh, no, Mama. I couldn't sleep anyway. I've got so much on my mind. You know, I've missed 2 Lamaze classes. I've got to do shopping for the baby. I'm falling behind
about
on
it.
the
Don't think about it. Don't worry about it
fundraising
today.
stuff.
Worry about it tomorrow.
Debbie's going to be late on campus. They have a guest lecturer. He's speaking to them about to the journalism students about his newest novel.
Oh, isn't that wonderful? This is kind of exciting for her.
You know, she forgot to tell me that this is Parents' Weekend, so we're invited. I'd like to go.
Well, I think you should, Ned.
I'd like you to go, too. And we can go to dinner at Journey's End and see the inspiration for your novel.
Well, that sounds very tempting, but I don't know whether I...
Mama, I wish you would go. I really do. And, you know, I'm going to be fine, Aaron and I. Holden will be right over in a few minutes. And you know what? We can call Julie, and we can practice Lamaze, you know. Please go, Mama. Have a good time. I feel so much better about everything.
Tax forms for anyone who wants them.
Okay, I'm gonna get out of your way, sis.
Oh, okay. Well, listen, if you need to talk anymore, I'm here.
Thanks. Hey, do you think you could swing the Walsh jet so we could go to the wedding at Grosse Pointe together?
I think I could swing that, yeah.
Great. I'm gonna ask Rosanna to fly with us. Because in spite of her feelings, I really think she should be there. Catch you later, Holden.
Well, thank you very much for getting all this tax information together.
My pleasure. Listen, if you don't have to run off, I could go over some more figures on the space age account with you, since a lot's happened to it since you first brought it to Walsh.
I was kind of hoping that you were going to ask me to do that.
Good. Pull up a chair.
Okay.
Oh, listen, by the way, have you been able to get Lily's tax information from Worldwide?
Mrs. Walsh said her accountants are going to have it for me later. Like everything else, this tax information is it's very foreign to me.
Trust me, a year from now, you're going to wish you could forget about it again.
Kind of. Is there someone special in your life right now?
No. No, there isn't. Which is lucky for you, because that's why I have all my nights free to go over all this information with you. Why did you ask that?
Just, it's something that Mrs. Walsh said to me while I was at Worldwide.
I'm almost afraid to ask what that would be.
She said it as though she knew what she was talking about, so I didn't want to question it.
What did she say?
She said that there was a very strong attraction between us, even after I had married Lily.
Now, Mrs. Hughes.
Objection. Witness is identified on record as Detective Hughes.
Your Honor, this detective is also a loving wife and mother, and it seems to me that she deserves that designation in this courtroom as well. Objection overruled. Sit down, Mr. Clark.
Mrs. Hughes, after you were treated at Memorial Hospital for the physical damage you sustained when you were raped, you also got help from the Oakdale Rape Crisis Center for the psychological damage, correct?
Yes.
Now, how long after this did you hear that the man who raped you, Elroy Nevins, had tested positive for HIV?
It was almost a month later.
And how did you hear this?
My husband told me.
So, when were you first tested for HIV?
My doctor told me I had to wait 3 months for the first antibody test. I was raped on August 3rd, so I couldn't take the test until the first week of November.
And I'm sure that the wait was fairly hellish for both you and your family. When are you getting your second antibodies test?
Next week, and then there's a 3-day wait for the results.
That's 6 months. That waiting period adds up to 6 months, ladies and gentlemen. 6 months of a life. 6 months of her life as a wife and mother. Waiting. Just waiting to see if by being raped, she will contract a virus that will one day end her life.
Objection. That calls for a conclusion. Every day, new research promises the possibility of a reversal of that prognosis.
Counselor, at this point in time, the state's attorney's conclusion is fact. Objection overruled.
Thank you, Your Honor. No further questions, Mrs. Hughes.
Well, I have some.
As I was about to say, your witness, Mr. Clark.
On a recent Tuesday morning, the toaster in the Davis household took over the Eggo waffles. Just a bizarre toaster malfunction? Or could that crisp Eggo taste be so irresistible that even the toaster won't let go? Maybe it finally wised up. Maybe it realized what a great taste it was giving up all these years. Or maybe...
Maybe I got a good deal on a trick toaster.
Eggo waffles from Kellogg's. Try fat-free Eggo Special K waffles, too.
Whenever you vacuum, use Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs in minutes with no scrubbing. We have time to show you again. Whenever you vacuum, use Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner. It's so easy to get clean rugs in minutes with no scrubbing. We had time to show you again. And now there's new Woolite Pet Stain Eliminator. It removes tough pet stains and odors better than ordinary rug cleaners.
How much pressure can you put on the tip of a nail before it breaks? It depends on how you care for it.
Skin Science Update from Vaseline Intensive Care.
I'm Joan London, and at Vaseline Intensive Care Research, they've developed a hand and nail formula containing keratin and liposomes. It softens skin, and it makes nails 30% stronger. A fact you can check for yourself. They've a money-back guarantee.
30% stronger nails. From Intensive Research comes Intensive Care.
Watching all these people sweating makes me feel very unfit.
Well, I don't know. You look to be in pretty good shape to me.
Thanks. I'm really glad that you and Emily found each other. She's a great lady. She really is. Fortunately, she's had a run of bad luck with men, which is something I can relate to.
Well, I understand that you're intended as away at the police academy?
Yeah. Well, not only did I work up a big sweat, but a big appetite to match.
Too bad, no help here. Julie and I have just about finished ours, and I'm still hungry.
Yeah, well, it can't compare to the pampered palate now, can it? Scoot over. Check out Scott's personal trainer. 3, 4. Oh, come on, give me 5.
My stomach hurts, my arms hurt, and you're really enjoying this.
No pain, no gain.
For Arnold, maybe. But for me, too much pain means unemployment. If I can't push a pencil, I'm fired.
I seriously doubt Lucinda would fire you for any reason.
Lucinda would fire us just for having lunch together.
No, she won't. I told her flat out about it when she asked. She didn't bat an eye. I think your male ego is running amok.
Really?
Uh-huh.
5 more. Run!
You know, I might start to enjoy this torture, Coach.
Detective Hughes, according to your records, your first antibodies test showed negative results. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your records also indicate that you took another test, an experimental test, at University Hospital, a research facility outside Chicago specializing in AIDS research. Is that correct?
Yes.
And could you tell the court, please, what the results of that test were?
Negative.
Negative. To what degree of accuracy?
I'm told 98%.
98%. Well, given the results of both of those tests, wouldn't it be fair to assume that your second antibodies test will also be
Objection,
negative?
Your Honor. Objection sustained.
Your Honor, may I answer that question? Until I take my second antibodies test, and I know that the result is negative, there is a 2% chance that the defendant has given me the HIV virus. Now, that 2% chance is a very real threat to my life, and although the odds are in my favor now, when Elroy Nevins raped me, he had no way of knowing that he wasn't passing the virus along to me.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the state requests a brief recess, after which we will call District Attorney Thomas Hughes to the stand.
We are Flintstones kids, 10 million strong and growing.
Only one children's vitamin comes complete with the great Flintstones taste and fun character shapes kids love.
We are Flintstones kids, 10 million strong.
Flintstones, with the vitamins and minerals kids need and the taste they love.
Now that's what I call complete.
And growing.
This graph shows a painful leg cramp, but nighttime leg cramps can be prevented with Qvel, a muscle relaxant plus vitamin E. Take Qvel before bedtime for a good night's sleep, because Qvel helps stop leg cramps before they start.
Hey, Mom, kids will love the taste of American cheese roller coasters. They're delicious. They're simple. They're tasty American cheese snacks your kids will cheer for. American cheese roller coasters. They sure taste like fun.
The things we do to control what we eat.
Now you can give in to your craving for snacks the smart way. Introducing Orville Redenbacher Smart Pop. Compared to potato chips, new Smart Pop has 80% less fat and a third fewer calories. So you can eat and eat and eat and not feel the least bit guilty. New Smart Pop. From Orville Redenbacher, of course.
Of course.
I'm about to cook a low-fat feast before your very eyes, using all-natural Pam cooking spray instead of oil or butter. With Pam, nothing comes between you and the taste of your food. No funny aftertaste to cover up the flavors. And it's the only leading spray that's 100% natural. You cut down on fat and cholesterol, not on taste. With Pam, nothing comes between you and the taste of your food.
Iva, if you can begin putting things right with Emma, perhaps you can find it in your heart to do the same with me. I would like a life that includes you, Aunt Aaron. And I'd like to be there when the child that you're carrying, our son, is born.
Well, I hope it's going to be all right. Going to be okay until Holden gets here?
Oh, of course. I wish you would have gone to that lecture with Ned, you know.
It's fine. I meet him at the restaurant. I don't need to hear of novelist talk. After all, I'm a published novelist. I mean, my going to the lecture would be like a moose looking for a shoe rack, a nose rack, a hat rack.
Mama, you never could tell a joke.
No, I couldn't. Well, listen, I'll be at Journey's End if you need me, okay?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
I looked in on Aaron.
Have a good time.
Heard the beginnings of a little Snyder snore there. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
See you later.
apologizing to Emma might be a good idea. Sincerely, that is, so she'll believe it.
Hiya. Oh, I looked at your notes on Kruger and I liked all your ideas very much.
Thank you. I made an outside appointment for 4:30. I can come back after that if you want.
No, not necessary. Thank you, though, for the courtesy of mentioning it to me. How was lunch at the gym?
Good. And I think Scott overworked a few muscles he hasn't used in a while, but other than that, it was very nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'll see you first thing in the morning.
I'm walking out because it's obvious now you never trusted me, and you never will.
Walk. Go ahead. You have everything you ever wanted from me anyway. Your raise, your promotion, your 3-year solid contract.
If you really believe that's all I was after, you're more twisted than I thought. Hello? Now, there's an expression I've never seen on your face before, and I thought for sure I'd seen them all.
Oh, yeah? You leaving early?
No? Why would I be leaving early?
Your new private trainer has already left for the day.
If you're done with those Kruger figures, I still need them.
Yeah. I think I'm going to leave early myself.
Oh. You have a meeting with your new personal trainer?
Very funny.
Well, I'm glad to see you haven't lost your sense of humor. See you in the morning. You here to see me?
No, I'm here to see Lucinda, but I'll stop by your office on my way out.
Okay.
Hello, my dear. Have you come by to scout out the lay of the land so that you can plot and plan to take this company away from me as well?
That's a really good idea. But actually, I'm here to ask you why the hell you told Holden that he and I had some sort of attraction going while he was still married to Lily.
I hate being misquoted. I told him clearly that you did have an attraction while he was married to Lily.
That is not only an outrageous lie, but it is so calculated, just to confuse Holden when he's already confused enough, don't you think?
Let's not talk about calculation. I saw with my own eyes after the miscarriage. You get your arms around Holden, and really, you were enjoying yourself.
Well, not that you would understand what the word supportive means, but that's what I was being, as any friend would.
Fine, whatever you say.
It is just unbelievable to me that you would pull a stunt like this after everything else that you've done, after knowing where Holden was and not telling his family, not telling Lily, the daughter that you supposedly love.
Just a minute. Let's stop right there. Please don't call into question my feelings for my daughter, Lily, because they are real. Understand? Real.
You know, Lucinda, the funny thing is that I believe you. I also believe that it's the only thing about you that is real, and I find that so incredibly sad.
Look, the first Eggo waffles you don't put in your toaster. Because these crispy waffles are covered with lots of juicy fruit. See? Eggo Fruit Top Waffles. Plump blueberries, luscious apples, tempting peaches, and whole vine-ripened strawberries. All on a crisp Eggo waffle so extra thick, it's just too much for your toaster. So come on, give your toaster a rest and let your microwave have some fun. Eggo Fruit Top Waffles. They're too big for your toaster and too good to ever let go.
This cream cheese dip will win first prize with my secret ingredient. Paste piquante sauce ain't no secret. I use paste in the queso dip. Just add paste to Velveeta cheese spread and microwave. Shoot, paste piquante sauce will liven up any dip. I got a secret ingredient. That's stuff made in New York City. New York City!
For recipes, call 1-800-TRY-PACE.
That's one secret you ought to keep the lid on.
Life is just a bowl of cherries.
Today, women need all the comfort and support they can get. No wonder Playtex are the bras they love to live in.
Live and laugh at it all.
The power of gold is the power to clean. Eureka Powerline. New 8.5 big amps. Attachments on board to clean anywhere. Traps the dirt, keeps it here. New Powerline by Eureka.
No, I sort of miss all your Christmas decorations.
Well, it seemed like a good idea to take them down before they spilled noodles all over the place. Here. What? What's funny?
Some things never change.
Oh, Dubonnet on the rocks.
You know how many we've shared over the years? You expecting someone?
Just ignore it.
I saw your car and another one in the driveway, so I'm sure you're home. Oh, thanks. I'm all right now, John, but I gotta tell you, being up on that stand with Nevins and Fickett staring at me was hard.
I'm sure it was. I admire your courage, though.
Well, making sure that Nevins is put away for 60 years instead of 6 to 15 is worth it. And also setting a precedent, make sure that another woman who's attacked isn't put in the same position I'm in.
So I thought I was going to be your last witness.
Well, I wanted Dawn to follow Margot, but if we don't have a witness who can put her together with Nevins that night, Clark is going to eat her alive.
Oh. Hey. I got a call at the station from the bartender, Ernie Smith.
Yeah?
He remembers Dawn and Nevins leaving the bar together that night.
How soon can he get here?
Well, as soon as we hung up the phone, he was on his way from Indiana. Hopefully in a couple of hours.
So, will this change the order of witnesses, Jason?
Recess is over.
All rise.
Court's in session. Prosecutor, call your next witness.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, I would like to change the order of witnesses. The state calls Miss Dawn Wheeler.
I don't like this. Relax. You've never seen her before, and Fickett supports that, so there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah. So I thought I would suggest to Holden that we go out to the farm and keep Iva company. Maybe Caleb's paranoia is contagious, but sometimes Holden looks at me and well, never mind. Never mind. Yes, I'll talk to you later. I will. Bye.
Hello? Julie? Julie?
Holden, how did you get in here?
The front door, it was open.
Oh, must have left it open when I was running for the phone.
You should be more careful.
Yeah. It can't be 6 o'clock yet.
No, it's not. I'm a little early. Seem to make a habit of catching you half-dressed, don't I?
Well, Rosanna's at the lecture with Debbie and Hutch and Ned and Mama, so they're gonna have dinner. Oops, I'll get that at the journey's end, so.
I guess I'll head out there. I need to have a word with her.
Okay.
Thanks, Iva.
See you later.
See you later.
Hello?
Hi, it's me. I just wondering how you're feeling.
I'm fine. I was just about to lay down and take a nap with Aaron.
Good idea. There's a lot I'd like to say to you.
Well, it'll have to be in another time, John. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Wouldn't you love hair this healthy and shiny? Mine wasn't always so healthy. Then I found Pantene's Pro-V. Pro-V is the combined shampoo and conditioner with Pantene's Pro-Vitamin formula. The Pro-Vitamins go deep into your hair, improving it right down to the tips, making it so healthy and so shiny.
Pantene Pro-V, for hair so healthy it shines.
Try it. You'll see.
Good old granola. Great for taste, but loaded with fat. Now there's Kellogg's low-fat granola. Half the fat of other leading brands, but all the great taste of whole grains, raisins, and almonds. Kellogg's low-fat granola. Great taste, half the fat.
Is this Weight Watchers?
Makes it easier. This is a new Weight Watchers.
Call 1-800-562-1222 and join today.
You might never get that room picked up or the stereo turned down, but at least you can get those whites completely clean with new Ultra Surf Plus bleaching action. Its bleaching action out-whitens ordinary detergents and removes odors entirely for a complete white, so you can be proud of how your family looks, even when you hope no one's looking. New Ultra Surf Plus bleaching action, the complete white.
Tonight, will the Golden Girls break up?
I don't need you.
Or is their bark worse than their bite?
Ah, bite this.
Then it's Polly's big night to entertain the Marines.
Look like you just seen a ghost.
Smurf is more like it.
And will those designing women get to Washington in time for the President's Ball? An all-new night of comedy tonight.
Friday, ha, ha, ha.
When 1 out of 10 South Carolina legislators are convicted of bribery, that's a story for 60 Minutes. How did they get caught? We'll tell you Sunday.
What do you get when you combine veal, cheese, and prosciutto? A delicious dish that highlights the menu at a popular Warren eatery. We'll have the recipe in today's McCarthy's Menu on TV2 First News at 4.
Iva's gone into labor and she's home alone. Now what in the world will she do Monday as the world turns? And this is the moment Eve's been waiting for. But will it come to a very surprising climax? Next on Guiding Light.
Fashions by Motherhood. This is Dan Regent, inviting you to join us again Monday for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.
This is a TV2 First News Break.